Right. But it's your law though. Right. I didn't make the laws. No, I didn't make the laws. But you did say ignorance to the law is no excuse. You did say that. Ignorance to the law is no excuse. Oh, there's so many different ways you can get caught up, man, with that law. There's too many ways. See, there's a master plan behind this, man. When you fighting, man, listen. When you fighting, don't never let nobody tell you not to fight a certain kind of way. Because that means they're part of the plan too. You understand? It's so many ways, so many different ways to get caught up now in this time, man. People are desperate, man. People are lying. You got functional addicts out here, man, doing all kind of things, man. When things are strange and unusual, those be desperate moves, man. And like I said, I had to express this today, man, because of what I'm running into. This is just one layer. And this is what I always say, when I see something on the news, when things happen, when people strike out violently, it's because they don't know no other way. There are different ways. People speak, people write, people strike out violently, people start drinking, people start drugging to sedate themselves. You have different ways, man, but don't never let nobody tell you not to fight. Because see, I'm gonna tell you something. Things ain't got to go, it ain't have to go the way it's going now for me to come here, to make it home, and be able to talk to you. I could be in jail. All I had to do is respond to, the wrong way. See, people expect a reaction, behind something that's so outrageous. When they doing something outrageous to you, it's isolated. All the other people that's walking around, they don't know what's going on. It's between you and them. And 9 times out of 10, they officials, they got badges and they got everything else. They gonna all cover for each other. And then you have some people, maybe I'd say if it's 20 people, you got 2 or 3 people that say, man, that ain't right. If it go bad, they'll be saying, man, that ain't right. They'll be knowing the truth and they have to live with it. And they wouldn't like it though, because they saw the whole thing. But everybody else that's walking around, they don't know what's going on. They don't know what you're doing. You got a purpose behind what you're doing. And by all means necessary, you just got to get it done. And some of y'all be doing it and don't like what you're doing. But it is what it is. It's a setup, man. I'm going to tell you something, man. That's what's strange about the minority, about the hood. When we got the feast at the table, we didn't earn that feast. I mean, when it's plentiful, we didn't earn that. No, we inherited it off somebody else. Whether we told on them to get the feast, whether we killed them to get the feast, whether we connived and stole and got the feast. But to show you how small-minded the people are sitting around the table with the feast, they're not even smart enough to take the feast and put a feast on top of a feast, a feast on top of another feast, a feast on top of another feast. No. They split up the feast and go all different kind of ways, flying all over the world, buying new cars and all kind of stuff until it's gone. Then we got to get another feast. These people are functional addicts, man. They're liars, conniving, and they're bar none. Family, friends, doesn't matter. And the thing is that when the feast is plentiful, they don't even invite everybody to the table. But as soon as you get a feast, they'll be the first one jumping to try to knock you off of your feast. And you never took nothing, never asked for nothing, none of that. The same ones. Those are the same ones that lie on you too, that's believable. You say, why is that? Because their names are in the system with those people, man. The people know who they are. Anytime something happens, they can go right back to them. See, that's one thing that came down through the ladders and through the trenches of, slavery on down to what it is now, contemporary. When we made an avenue, we made a passage for the ones who tell on somebody else. Well, it don't make a difference who you tell on. You can get your car, just tell on so-and-so. Tell on Toby. Toby, what do you do, master? We just don't use those words these days. But that's what it is. Every man for himself. And they call it the game. Now, I don't know about that. That's what they call it. They use that to say because everybody doing it in the dogs. And why you don't talk about it out loud then? See, man, listen, be careful, man. I'm telling you, man, be very careful because you got to be extra crispy and extra sharp to be on top of everything that's happening because it happens in a matter of seconds. And it's all about how you respond. And the reason why I'm telling you today is that I responded naturally on impulse, not expecting anything to happen the way it was. It was not supposed to be like, that's why they didn't tell me until I got to where I was going. Because they knew that if they hit me on impulse, no telling how I would respond. But I responded. But see, you got to understand something, man, that you expected me to respond according to what you think you know what it was. I responded according to what it is. See, so it means it's something that you don't know. And that's what I'm saying. It ain't got nothing to do with you. I wasn't even expecting that. Let me just say that too. I didn't expect that, but I don't put myself in the position when things happen unexpectedly that I have to respond negatively on impulse. That's just what I mean.